Welcome once again to Real Nice Guyana, guys. It's time for another real nice recipe. And today we're going to be bringing you a stuffed bake recipe. Now we have the regular bakes, as you know. And with those bakes you can do a lot of things with them. And one of the recipe Molly's mom has, who's going to be doing this recipe today. I can remember the first time I tasted this bake, I was so impressed. It was so delicious. Whenever she makes this bake, it doesn't last, it goes like hotcakes. It is so good, guys. So today we're going to be making that for you, showing you how to stuff the original bake. So for this recipe here, guys, we're going to be using some chicken. And we have some all-purpose flour there. We have some long beans, which is called bora in Guyana. Baking powder, canned corn. We're going to be using some red and green sweet peppers. Salt to taste, cabbage, onion, carrots. We have some chicken seasoning, some jerk seasoning, and some black pepper there. So that's all the ingredients we're going to be needing for this delicious stuffed bake, guys. So let's get started. And of course you're going to be needing some oil for frying, okay? Okay, guys, so as you would have guessed already, there's two parts to this recipe here. First we have to prepare the chicken. And then we're going to prepare the other ingredients for the stuffing that goes with the chicken, with the stuffing. And then the actual bake. So we're going to start preparing the chicken here. So first of all, she's going to remove the meat from these chicken legs here. So once we've cut up the chicken here, we're going to wash it now. So we have our chicken all clean, washed and clean, guys. So we're going to add some oil here to heat up. And now she's going to go season the chicken here. So that's some salt. That's a bit of jerk seasoning. Chicken seasoning. And some black pepper. So you don't really have to let this sit here to marinate. You can go ahead and fry them right away, as we're gonna do now. Okay, guys, so our oil is hot here. So she's added the chicken there. So first we have to fry this and let it cool to prepare for the filling. Okay, guys, so this is our chicken done here. So this is how you need to cook this here, not to let it get brown on the outside or anything like that. Just until the water dries up a bit. And that's ready now, so we're gonna put this aside. Okay, so you have to leave this chicken here to cool now, because we're gonna have to strip this here in order to prepare it for the filling. So it has to be stripped smaller, finer. So everything that's going to go into the stuffing for the bake has to be small, as you would imagine, because you don't want it to poke a hole in the bake. So we're going to start chopping up the vegetables here now for the filling. So she's going to wash them first, and then we're going to start chopping here. So as you can see, she is cutting this bora very tiny here. So as you can see here, the amount of pepper she is using is just a little piece that's cut from this one here. Okay, guys, so now we have chopped our vegetables that we're going to add there. So here we have our carrots, or green peppers, red peppers, the bora. We have the onions and the cabbage there. And we've added about 3 tablespoons of the corn here, which is in the middle. So this is the canned corn, and that's what you usually use for this recipe here. So now we're going to move on to the chicken here, and she's going to strip the chicken now for the filling. So that's how you want to break them up there. So you can also cut the chicken up like this here, like she's doing. Okay guys, so we're gonna start putting the filling together here now. So the same pan that we fried the chicken in here, you're just gonna add a little bit touch more of oil. So just in case you're wondering, the stove is on medium there. Most of the cooking we do at medium here. So when you're making this, you're just averaging your filling, guys, the amount of filling. So you may end up with a little bit more. Just make the filling a bit on the extra side so you don't run short. So she's added some more chicken seasoning there, some more jerk seasoning. And a bit more salt, so you can taste this and add your spices accordingly and your salt. But that looks like it's gonna taste good, right guys? I'm starting to taste that already. And I tell you, this stuffed bake is so good. It's worth the effort. Now you don't need anything to go with this, any curry or saltfish or whatever. You can have this just as it is. With all the filling in there, it's moist and juicy. Okay guys, so once we added all of this here, we just gave this about 5 minutes on medium heat, and this is ready now. So that's the reason why you chop the vegetables very small so that they cook quickly. You don't need to cook this down until it starts to melt. So this is done here. So we're gonna set aside for it to cool while she's gonna go work on the dough for the bake. Okay, so she's ready to mix the dough here for the bake now, and that's the flour there, all-purpose flour. So I forgot to mention in the beginning, she's going to be using some butter here for this dough, baking powder, and some people have been asking on the channel like how much water we use for the dough, but we never measure the water. You would normally concentrate on the dough, on how the dough is. You use as much as needed to get the dough the way you want it to be, right? So you cannot really measure the water, give a measurement for the water used for a particular dough. And it has to do with the temperature in your kitchen and stuff like that. So it's going to take a bit more water if it's hot in your kitchen. If it's not that warm, it's going to probably take a little less of water. So you can't really get a definite answer on that as to how much water. You just have to add as needed. That is why you add a bit at a time. So we're going to leave this dough to sit here for about 10 minutes. That's what's usually done. And then we're going to continue the process, okay? So here guys, I promised someone that I would measure the water for the dough. So the water that she used for this here, I promised to measure for the oil paratha roti. But I remember now I'll do it for this bake here so that next time we do the paratha roti, I'll see if I can do that as well. So she used approximately 1.5 cups of water for this here. Okay, and this here is a bit sticky, but this here is a bit more sticky more than the paratha dough. So I guess this needs a bit more water. So you probably use less for the paratha roti. Okay. Okay guys, so it's been about 10 minutes and now mom is ready to make her bakes here. So there, we're gonna have 8 bakes from this amount of flour, as you can see. And I'm telling you, once you're done, this 8 is not gonna be enough. You're gonna want to make more the next time. So after you've filled these doughs here, you don't have to let them sit. You can roll them out and start frying right away. So we've added our oil here. We're just gonna wait for this to heat up. And when you're frying your stuff, you just have to make sure that your oil comes to temperature before you begin. That is hot enough before you begin, and once you start frying, it's gonna be okay. You continue frying, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be hot enough. It's gonna be fine. So as you can see, to heat our oil up here, we have our stove on high, on 9. So once our oil is hot here, when we're gonna begin frying, we're gonna lower it to like 5 or 6 and continue frying on that temperature, okay? Okay guys, so our oil is hot here now, and with regular bakes you add sugar inside. So this one has no sugar, and when you add the sugar in the regular bakes, it helps to give it that color, that golden brown color. So this bake doesn't have any sugar inside the dough, so it's not gonna get as brown as the regular bakes. And in order for it to get a bit brown, your oil needs to be hot enough, okay? But it's gonna taste a lot better than a regular bake, so I can assure you that. So now she's rolling out the first one here. So she's starting to slow down there to 5, as you can see. So now we're starting to fry here. And these doesn't take very long to fry. There you go. So as you notice, guys, these bakes here with the filling inside, they don't swell, and that's because there's filling inside. So don't wait for it to swell, okay? Or it's gonna be burned. So it's taking just about a minute, a little bit under a minute. You'll see once it's done, it gets a color, a bit of a color there. Okay guys, so we're all done here, and just wanted to show you how soft these are here. See? So Mom is gonna break into one here for us to see how it looks. And there you go. Look at that. All that wonderful filling in there. See that? And that's your stuffed baked there, guys. So I really hope you try this recipe, guys. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm pretty sure of that. So that's it there, guys. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Also click the notification icon as well. Please share this video also. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.